Hey, what's going on, guys? A little bit of everything here today. I'm with my nephew Colton, and
Hello.
we just wanted to talk about Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie, wasn't it?
I thought that guy, he was, the guy that was in prison and he swallowed the Venom stuff, blood.
He bit him.
Yeah, but he reminded me of the Joker.
Reminded you of the Joker, huh?
A lot.
I could see that. You know, he did dye his hair like red, and the Joker dyed his hair green. And he also was a villain. He was a serial killer, and so was the Joker. So I could see a resemblance there.
And I also,
but let me tell you something.
What?
The Joker doesn't have any kind of powers like that, right?
No.
So.
But he sort of created Carnage a little. Because, when he got injected with that poison stuff, I think that might have helped, bring it all out.
Yeah.
And also, when that his wife person, the villain wife person,
yep,
that was pushing that cop's
Francis
eye.
Borison?
Yeah, was pushing his eye. Well, I didn't understand why his eyes were blue and stuff.
So her eye was blue because in the movie, then what happens is that the serial killer, Carnage, I'm not sure what his name was, I don't remember now, but he and Francis Borison, they were inside of a mental hospital, mental home, and while they were there, they realized that she had a power of sound, so that's whenever she would scream, and that's what that would be. So whenever they were transporting her, they transported her from the mental home, and then she ended up breaking out, and the one guy, detective, shot her in her eye.
Yeah,
and that's why her eye was blue, was because it was ruined.
Wasn't that Eddie's boss?
Yep,
I realized that.
That was Eddie's boss.
Later in the movie, I realized that.
That was Eddie's boss. But let's talk about the movie here.
Okay.
More about the movie. So, what did you think about the movie?
I thought it was good.
Now, do you think that there should have been more story to the movie? Or was it just enough? Because it did take them 3 years to make a new movie. So that was pretty disappointing for me on my standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, this came out in 2018 and they're just now making a new one. And honestly, I believe that it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, that is really right. But I need to say one thing. Have you ever? I thought it would have. I've been hoping. I watched somebody play a Lego game before. It was Carnage mixed with Venom. I was really hoping to see that. So I thought, hey, maybe if they make a part 3, that will happen.
You know what? Anything can happen. But another part of the movie was whenever Venom sees the Carnage, and he's like, "Oh, that's a red one."
Yeah, I was about to say something
funny.
about it.
So the comedy in the movie is pretty good. I do like the comedy. Eddie is pretty funny. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, that is Tom Hardy. I looked up that on Google.
Yeah, I think that is Tom Hardy.
Okay, but
and Woody Harrelson plays the serial killer.
Okay,
yeah.
but see, when he said a red one, I know that was a bit comedy, but I'm confused. I don't know. See, when on the first movie, he talked about his planet and he was a loser and stuff.
Right.
But they didn't add in a more story to his planet. Who was the strongest? He said that Lido. They fought, but when he said red one, I'm trying to think the red ones on his planet might be really powerful.
That is very true. But here's the thing. All of these Marvel movies and stuff like that come directly from the comic books. So I've never read the comic book of Venom or Carnage. So
I'd read it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. And we could get more backstory on that if we needed. But as of now, as a movie standpoint, what would you rate the movie? Out of 10, what would you rate it?
It's maybe a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10?
Because I don't know. Because
do you just feel like there should have been there should have been more fighting? There was not enough fighting in the movie.
Yes, but
so that right there was very disappointing.
I was really disappointed. Super disappointed when there was no Carnage mixing with Venom. Have you seen those Lego games and Carnage mixed with Venom?
Yeah, they mix them together.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Here's the thing, though. If you looked at Carnage, he did have some black in his eyes.
Yeah,
he was a little bit.
You all.
Yep. But here's the thing: him and the serial killer, Carnage, or the amoeba, which is the
They won't.
amoeba. They were not symbiotic.
They won't symbiotic. He said. Eddie said they're not symbiotic like us.
Yeah, that means that they can make their own decisions by themselves, right? Separately. Even though they are together, they can still make their decisions separately, and they can come to an agreement. As for Carnage, he was trying to kill. He was trying to take out the Francis Borison, and the other serial killer guy did not want that to happen.
But why did he want to kill him? But without him, he would die basically.
Well,
or maybe I still.
That's what love does. You know, he really loved her. He really loved Francis Borison. He didn't want nothing bad to happen to her, but he knew that fire and sound will hurt them, and her sound was hurting them. And ultimately, that was the reason why Venom won.
Yes.
It was because of her sound.
But I'm talking about Carnage. I told Nana, I feel like he's an artificial symbiote a little bit. Like, he had a little bit of Venom. Because didn't you see he didn't, like, throw all Venom right there?
Right.
And Venom didn't even know that.
Yeah.
At first, so.
He could be
when he got that poison in him, I'm starting to think that, like, triggered it.
Possibly. So maybe it's because he was already evil, he already had something inside of him, which obviously was making him evil. And that right there just progressively got worse. So whenever he did take a bite of Eddie, he bit his finger, he got that blood and stuff. Then that's whenever he was like in a complete different form. But overall, I would give the movie rating about a 7 out of 10. I can't give it no more than a 7, mainly because there was only one big fight scene, and the rest was like a comedic feel. Now, I needed more action. I needed more comedy even. Even the comedy could have been a lot better.
You know what would have been better? If, like, at the end of the movie, when they put the credits, they sort of have put a show might come out. That would be amazing. A Venom show?
Okay.
Yeah, like they could make a whole bunch of seasons. You could go into more about the Venom. They would like make the comics. Like, instead of the picture, they would copy the comics a little so it would help them out.
Right.
It would say, this is just a theory. I'm saying in the third one, it would be the third or the fourth one. I think it would be better if Venom got his whole symbiote army. Like, they all mixed together and they made one big giant symbiote. And they thought, I don't know, I
don't know. They're going to they have to make a new one. I mean, I personally didn't stay for the credits, so I don't know what happened afterward.
I stayed for the credits and boom, it was boring. It wasn't even that good.
It wasn't that good? The ending wasn't
like, they were just a whole bunch of balls like usual. Like when you watch Woody the Woodpecker and credits and
yeah, so something like that, huh? Alright.
But there's one thing though.
Alright, one more thing, and then I'm going to shut the video off.
I think, Venom, like, I think, didn't you see Venom ate Carnage, right? When he was like, oh, symbiote?
Yeah.
Well.
Let me tell you what I think real quick. I think that since he ate Carnage, I think that Carnage is going to go within Venom, and then it's just going to make him stronger.
That's cool, but they should have, if that does happen, they should like add bets, like what on.
Yeah, like 50-50,
yeah,
50-50. That'd be cool.
Okay, anyways, but I think it would be cool if, say, Venom and Eddie weren't paying attention while they're talking or doing something or arguing. Like when Venom hit Eddie's nose and he said, oh, let me fix it, and then he hit it again.
Yeah.
Well.
Don't punch yourself.
And I wasn't there. I was doing it fake.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay, anyways. But Carnage should have escaped, and he could have got another host.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
And I think it could have been that cop guy, and he could have like started taking little bits of him and putting it in a lot of, like the president was at that same place where his wife was, and he could have got a whole army, and that's going with my planet theory because like they could go to. You saw the spaceship in the first one.
Yeah.
They could have gone another one as a spaceship.
Well,
fly
I
up.
guess we'll just have to.
Find his planet. His planet could have been awesome.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, and we'll tell the viewers, say peace out, and have a good day. Peace out, y'all.